feel like there's a genre of movie that we need to call the Kevin Hart. That's the name of the genre. Kevin Hart does not have to be in these movies, and more often than not now, he isn't really in them. It's more that there's this very specific kind of emptiness within these films. It feels very coded to him, to his brand of performance, and to the work he's done to kind of create this like star template. The movies feel like kind of placeholders for a certain type of movie star. You could drop in The Rock, you could drop in Mark Wahlberg, you could drop in Jason Statham, Gal Gadot, even like a Will Ferrell. And nothing about these movies ultimately changes. The teams behind them feel like they're on autopilot, you know? The direction is very thin, the plot feels like it's stitched together by AI. And it all just passes for a movie. It feels like cinema as money laundering, in the same way that some movie stars will go, well, let's just make a little alcohol brand, a tequila brand, or a whiskey brand. Some will go, I'll just do one of those like Kevin Hart movies and make 20 million. All of this started with Kevin, in my opinion. Maybe people will remember things before that, but he essentially ran through every possible drama he could, and he did it poorly, right? The buddy cop movie, like Ride Along, the action comedy, the classroom romp, the con movie, the heist movie, the lot. Every single one of them feels like placeholder versions of a real film. They made money, sure, barely, just, I don't know, but they didn't move culture. Let's be honest, they're totally empty. These movies feel like they are designed to be forgotten. The problem then is that his influence meant that the rest of them followed. You know, because if you go back to those names, The Rock, Mark Wahlberg, Jason Statham, all have done at some point in their careers very interesting stuff. Jason Statham, even if you go back to the Transporter series, not saying they're perfect, but they had a personality. You go back, you look at The Rock's movies when he first came out. They're not all great, but there's personality, there's an attempt. Mark Wahlberg, of course, has a very interesting career where he has starred in some of the most interesting movies, from Boogie Nights to The Departed, to even something like Instant Family. Like, there's personality behind what he's doing. Those earlier roles and those roles that they've tried in other things could be weird, could be interesting, could be specific, could be grit, but ultimately they had personality. They've all just now slotted into this Kevin Hart genre, even when he's not there. Play Dirty, the movie I watched the other day, the new Mark Wahlberg, Lakeith Stanfield movie, it's one of those movies. Kevin Hart is nowhere near it, but his ghost is a part of it. As I say, you've got Mark Wahlberg, Lakeith Stanfield, you've got a few recognisable faces, a few almost recognisable faces, but what you definitely have is that same hollow aftertaste. It's not bad enough to hate those movies, but it's not good enough to care about it. When we were growing up, of course, these movies would have just been straight to DVD, but because of streaming, they've been given a platform into tricking us into taking them seriously. I just wish the people making them would take them seriously too.